Hey, welcome back. You ready for coaching point number 3? Okay, let's talk a little bit about the system. Now I'm going to start this off with a football story. I know, football, but hey, I played the game for 17 years. There were many lessons that I learned while playing football. Marty Schottenheimer. Does that name ring a bell to you? Now I know for some of you, you're probably thinking like, Marty Schottenheimer, who's that? But for many of you, you probably recognize quickly that Marty was one of the most successful coaches in the NFL. As a matter of fact, he's the coach that drafted me in the 1988 NFL draft to the Cleveland Browns. And when Marty went on to Kansas City, I actually followed him there and ended up playing 6 out of the 9 years of my NFL career for Marty Schottenheimer. Now, Marty was a little bit of an old school coach, kind of intense, kind of old fashioned. He worked us really hard. At times we thought he worked us a little too hard. But whenever we had those weeks where we were just worn down mentally and physically, Marty always knew it. And he would come into the meeting before practice and say something like this. Men, I know you're tired. I know you're worn down. I know you're feeling a little sorry for yourself, but I need to remind you of something. The system works. The system that I've used for many years for practices, for meetings, for game preparation, it really does work. And it proves to be very successful. So I just need you to dig down deeper. Give me a little more. Give me a little bit more effort. And remember, trust the system because the system works. Now, when Marty would say that, we would kind of look at him and chuckle a little bit. But we couldn't argue with Marty. Marty was right. His system was really successful. 6 out of those years playing for Marty, every single year we made it to the playoffs. And as a matter of fact, one year we were 1 game away from the Super Bowl. So yes, Marty's system was very successful. So that leads me to my first question for you. What is your system? Are you using some type of system that will help you be more successful in the area of work, family, or play, or recreation, whatever may be the case? And let's be clear on what a system is. A system is an organized scheme or plan of procedure, a special method of doing something. And it's something you would use on a regular basis to ultimately accomplish a goal. Case in point. What is this? Now, if you said the Atlanta Falcons playbook, you were right. However, this isn't the most current one. This is the one we used back in the 90s when I was playing for the Falcons. Now, every single team, every player gets their own playbook. Why? Well, let me just let you know quickly that we have to be told where to line up, what to do, and where to block and all that. There's a system in place. And it's funny because many people think football players are just kind of running around, running into each other. But actually, there's a system, and it all revolves around playbooks. And our ability to understand this playbook, to study it, to memorize it, and to execute it during game time collectively as a team had a direct impact on our success. Yep, this was our system, and if we used it, trust it, it worked. So, back to you. What system are you using? Has anyone taught you a system? Do you even know what system is available for you? Now, understand, this is real important, especially in the business world. If you're in the business world somewhere, there has to be some kind of proven system that you've been taught or that's available to help you do your job more effectively. I know the industry that I'm in, there is a proven system that's been established for many years, and my ability to follow it consistently definitely positively impacts my business. So if you don't know what system is available for you to help you achieve your goals, I would encourage you to do a little research. See what's out there. Read some books, search on the internet, or even contact someone else who's focusing on your area of emphasis, who's had success, who has a proven system. Because once you learn that system and it becomes a part of your game plan, you can take all those talents and those skills you already have and merge it with that system, and then you can become unstoppable. You can definitely achieve your goals. But here's the word of caution. Avoid trying to reinvent the wheel. Been there, done that. If there's a system in place, a proven system, just trust it. Don't go in there trying to change everything. If it's already proved to be successful, just learn it and use it and merge it into what you've already been taught. because your ability to trust that system will directly impact your success. That's why at times, I encourage the people I work with, I say, sometimes you kind of have to check your egos at the door. You have to have a little bit of humility and recognize that you need to be taught. You need to be coachable. You need to be kind of that piece of clay and allow someone to mold you and teach them that system, because once you understand it, then the rest is history. So as Marty says, the system really does work. However, you got to find it, you need to learn it, trust it, use it, and teach it to someone else. Because if you find a system that proves to be very, very successful and you love it so much, it kind of becomes ingrained and becomes a part of you to the point where you almost can't ever take it off, Yes, this is my old Chiefs jersey, and yes, it actually still fits, or at least kind of. Anyway, that concludes coaching point number 3, the system. Tomorrow, we'll move on to coaching point number 4, and I can't wait to talk to you about reaching your potential. So enjoy your day, and always remember, stay positive.